Most of us have a vivid mental timeline of our lives. You remember your first day at school, your favorite toy, the color of your room. But if you try to reach further back to your infancy or your first 2 or 3 years of life, you hit a wall. It's not just fuzzy, it's an absolute void. This is called infantile amnesia. And for a long time we thought it was just because children didn't have the capacity to form memories. But that's not true. Infants do remember. They remember their mother's voice, faces, and even the cadence of nursery rhymes. So, why does that bridge break? Why does the first part of your life disappear, leaving you with nothing but a blank slate? The answer might change how you think about your own identity and how your brain constructs the story of you. Let's start with the brain, because memory isn't just a recording, it's a construction project. Most of the hardware for memory, like the hippocampus, is functional from birth. But the way those memories are catalogued is entirely different in the first years of life compared to when you become an adult. Before you have language, your experiences are stored in what scientists call preverbal memory. These are raw sensations, the warmth of a blanket, the feeling of fear, the rhythm of a heartbeat. They aren't tied to a narrative. They have no I attached to them. But to remember something years later, you need a hook to hang it on. That hook is language. Without words to label an event, to say, I did this or that happened to me, the brain doesn't store the experience as a personal history. It stores it as a feeling. And feelings fade without a story to support them. In 2007, psychologist Patricia Bauer conducted groundbreaking research on this. She found that when children begin to use language to describe their day, their ability to retain memories takes a massive leap forward. The moment a child starts saying, I went to the park, they are moving their memories from the sensory pile into the narrative pile. It's the birth of the autobiographical self. But there's a darker side to this, one that neuroscientists have only recently begun to map. It's not just that we lose memories, it's that we prune them. In the first few years of life, your brain is building connections at a rate that is physically impossible to sustain. It's a garden that's growing too fast. By the time you reach age 7, your brain starts a massive cleanup operation. It aggressively deletes unused neural pathways to make room for complex tasks. It's a process called synaptic pruning. And in that process, the fragile preverbal memories of your infancy are often the first to be cleared out. Think about this. You are literally built on a foundation you can no longer see. The personality, the fears, the comfort you find in certain places, these are often shaped by events that happened before you could even say your own name. But there is another theory, a radical one. Maybe we don't forget because we can't remember. Maybe we forget because we don't need to. In 2014, researchers at the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto ran an experiment with mice. They found that in adult mice, the growth of new neurons in the hippocampus was actually causing old memories to be overwritten. It sounds counterintuitive, right? Usually we think new brain growth makes us smarter. But in this case, the rapid production of new cells acts like a reboot. It keeps the brain plastic and able to learn new things, but it sacrifices the past to do it. It's a trade-off. To become a sophisticated adult who can navigate a complex world, your brain has to prioritize the present over the distant, unanchored past. So, is the first part of your life truly gone? Not entirely. We see the echoes of it in how you react to stress, how you bond with others, and the strange, inexplicable feelings you get in certain environments. You might not remember the nursery, but your nervous system does. You might not remember the trauma, but your body does. We traded the raw, sensory experience of infancy for the structured, narrated identity of adulthood. We left the void behind so we could write the rest of the book. And maybe, just maybe, that's not a loss. Maybe it's the price of admission for being a person who can remember anything at all.